Part 1. The Shadow of Treason. My name is Sam. I'm 30 years old, from a small town that few people have heard of. My life seemed perfect. I had a beloved job, faithful friends, and, more importantly, a loving wife named Lena. We have been together for 7 years, and each year our relationship has become stronger. We dreamed of our home, children, a future together. But there was no betrayal in my plans. I always thought of myself as an honest man, and even the thought of betraying Lena seemed impossible. But sometimes life throws you such a challenge that you have the choice to change everything. Accidental encounter. One day I met her in a cafe. It was Katya, our classmate, with whom I had not spoken for many years. She came to the city for a short time and decided to look at an old, familiar place. We chatted, and I couldn't help but notice how she had changed. Now she was a confident woman with a sharp mind and a mysterious smile. We exchanged phone numbers, and after that meeting, my thoughts came back to her more often. First signs. A few days later, I got a text from Katya. We started to chat, discussing school memories and interests. I felt that something had come up between us that resembled an old friendship, but with a new, more mysterious spark. Lena knew nothing about it. I tried not to think about the consequences, but thoughts of Kata filled my head. Missed moments. In the evenings, when Lena and I were watching shows, I couldn't concentrate. I thought about how Katya and I laughed, how easy it was for me to be with her. Lena noticed that I had become more detached and tried to talk, but I waved away, saying that I was just tired after work. I didn't want to let her down, but I didn't know how to stop that stream of thought. Missed moments. In the evenings, when Lena and I were watching shows, I couldn't concentrate. I thought about how Katya and I laughed, how easy it was for me to be with her. Lena noticed that I had become more detached and tried to talk, but I waved away, saying that I was just tired after work. I didn't want to let her down, but I didn't know how to stop that stream of thought. First meeting. Katya and I met again, this time in the park. We went for a walk discussing our lives and dreams. I felt the chemistry building up, and it scared me. I knew that Lena would never forgive me if she found out, but I couldn't bring myself to stop. Every moment spent with Katya brought me a joy that I had long forgotten. Passion and doubt. More often than not, I found myself thinking that I was more interested in spending time with Katya than with Lena. We started to meet more often, and each meeting became more intense. I knew it was wrong, but the feelings took over. I felt alive as never before, and it only deepened my inner struggle. Ultimatum. Lena noticed something was wrong. She asked me to speak frankly. At that moment, I felt all my inner me shrink from fear. I couldn't admit what was going on. I only told her that I was having a hard time at work. She seemed to believe me, but in her eyes I saw anxiety. I decided that I should end this and never see Katya again. Dazzling week. A week passed, and I tried to focus on Lena. We went for walks together, prepared dinners, and even planned vacations. But one day, Katya wrote me a message inviting me to meet her. I hesitated, but eventually agreed. I knew it would be a mistake, but I couldn't stop myself. Unpredictable meeting. When I met Katya, I realized I couldn't just walk out of her life. We discussed our feelings, and I felt that it was not just a physical attraction. I didn't know what to do. Go back to Lena, or continue this risky adventure with Katya. I was absorbed in my thoughts and did not notice how close she came. Turning point. The moment our lips met, I realized that everything had changed. I felt like a traitor, but at the same time happy. We spent the night together, and I didn't know how to live with it. In the morning, I got up and left without looking back. I knew that everything would be different now. Look for the second part on the channel.